Oh, good morning. And here we are again. It's Wednesday. We expect Harry in a very short period of time with his words of wisdom. I don't think our three girls are going to appear today. They've scheduled themselves for next week. We'll really aiming for the beginning of March to kick off with. We're now breaking things down into a 4-month stint. The end of 4 months, we end those programs and we get a whole bunch of either the same ones that were popular or a batch of new ones for those that aren't. And no, we're not vicious. We're rather nice people. The main thrust of my life is to stay upright and to beat Parkinson's. And you can laugh and say, well, hell, Keith, that's not much of an ambition, is it? But I just tell you that I got up at 6 o'clock this morning. No, I didn't. I got up at 5:30. And here it is at 8:30. I'm sitting in front of the camera 2 hours later, and I only just managed to finish putting a shirt on and the socks. And today I'm not wearing the kilt, I'm wearing trousers. That made it a little bit more difficult. But no, it takes time. And it is not an easy thing to do to get going. I've been reading as much as I possibly can to see whether I can ameliorate things. My diet is a bit way off. No, I don't drink much now, but I have a propensity to eat chocolate rather than the good things in life. So I went on to Copilot. I have a certain amount of faith in Copilot, despite all its criticisms. And I asked them to lay out a menu for me. And they said, well, look, we can't give you medical advice, but we can give you a good standard menu for 2 weeks for things that will help with Parkinson's. And so that I've got. And as of tomorrow morning, I'm going to implement that. Also, I've got some exercises, which I did in the hospital and which have drifted a bit by the wayside. I'm going to return to those. And hopefully I can stay on my feet and get things done in a reasonable amount of time. On the social side, I've got my priest coming at late morning, he said, and he's got a young man in tow who is studying to be a priest. They came at my request, really, because I'm not overly religious, but I do like to have communion once in a while. And because of the weather, I haven't been able to get down to church quite as often as I would want. So I've asked to have communion here in my cluttered little apartment. And cluttered it is. And today, I don't know whether that's a sign of spring in the air, but I've decided that it's a spring cleaning time. And I'm going to start to move some of the garbage out that's accumulated over the winter. And there are boxes that television equipment have come in, boxes that trains have come in, boxes that some of the sports that I've got now, sports, they're actually toys and games. They have come in, and they tend not to get thrown out. So all in all, it's a bit of a jumble sale. It is only a small apartment, and I don't have that much room, but I'm not utilising the space in as clever a way as I might. And so that is going to be the next thing on the agenda this morning. That is before I order good healthy food, smoothies and milkshakes and that sort of thing. That will help to try and keep me upright. I did take a bad fall on the weekend, They don't help you, these falls, even if they don't actually hurt you enormously. They certainly wrap you on the knuckles, as it were. But anyway, my carer will come in at 10 o'clock. When she comes in, her first order of duty will be make this place look at least damn tidy for the visit of Father David and his acolytes. Let's see, it's 1:45. I'd better send Harry a link, I think. Although I think he's got one. Yes, he's got one. I don't need to send it. Mr. Philip has gone away on holiday and to attend some urgent family business. So things are left sitting until somebody actually realizes that it's for them and they do something about it. And quite rightly so. Quite rightly so. So we are actually more than stuttering to the end of February, the first 2 months of the year having gone by, and we are actually doing things a hell of a lot better than we were. It's still not good enough. So we're aiming now for Master First to take off in a very real way, as if we were in a fighter jet. Incidentally, Melissa Conti's son, a nice young man, Connor, was slated to start training on faster than sound jets when they discovered a little flaw in his hearing, I think it was. So he's been told to go away and get it repaired and then go back and he will continue his training. He's a nice young man, and he learns Japanese, and he now reports for NHK, the national and international Japanese channel, major channel on their television service. And we, all in all, they're a very successful family. I mean, apart from being my co-anchor all those years ago on the coast-to-coast television station in the States, Melissa sings at Carnegie Hall, not solo in chorus, but nonetheless, to get into the chorus is a major undertaking. So they're a wonderful family. The stories I could tell, and probably will one day, of the people who populate Mirador are enormous. And I've started to get some of the archives out and play them. And one particularly, who was my favorite, I have to confess, she was my favorite, is Annie Verrill, is Bubbles Away there, and she can be a little, let's use the word, she can be a little cow when she wants to be, but she is full of talent and actually a very nice person. It's easy to rub her up the wrong way. Isn't that true of a lot of people? It's no, it's not. We've been going 8:49. It's 8:40, 45, 44. Right now, no, it's not. It's 8:48. So we will be going to the main studio as soon as I see Harry come on, and we'll find out what's happening in the world and what his take is on it. It's pretty difficult for me to describe my emotions nowadays, because I've had a really bad bout of Parkinson's, a really bad bout. It's stopped me walking. It stopped me. This morning, I got one sock on, and then suddenly my body began to tilt. I began to fall to the left. So to steady myself and get the second sock on was. I mean, to anybody watching is hilarious. To me, it's just bloody frustrating. And I intend to make sure that I do everything I can to beat this thing. Um, I have to say that Teddy Walmsley is a breath of fresh air. He said, "You haven't had anybody like me on before, have you?" I had to admit I hadn't, because if an idea strikes him, he goes and does it. There's no, is it a good idea or a bad idea? He goes and does it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I approve of that sort of thing. But Teddy got hold of there's a company called Radio Co, who help organisations like ours install radio stations. And when I use the word loosely, radio stations is the same as our television station. We've got the gubbins. We don't have a posh building, but what we plan to do, and it's taking a little time, is to have a phone in, so that there is a phone in element to our broadcasting here in Lewis and East Sussex. And that doesn't mean to say that people around the world can't access it. They can. The only thing is that we would be doing it at a time when most of them are asleep. But Teddy discovered this company called Radio Co, and he wasn't at all satisfied with what they told him, despite their promises of we will help you all the way and hold your hand and so on and so forth. So he yelled at them, and the next thing he knew, he got a call from the States from a chap. Actually, the reason that I know that this chap's second name is Chick or something, because I knew in Northern Ireland an American named Chickarino who owned a bar, and of course it was inevitable that bar should become known as Chickarino's, and it should become known as Chicks. And he's got the same first part of the name. The second part is quite different. But anyway, here we were sitting last night with our phones on the table, chatting to a gentleman in California who was explaining to us exactly how these things work. And he sent through the manual afterwards, and it all makes sense. So, as Teddy says, we'll take a good look at it. We'll make sure that we understand it before we try to institute it. But look out for a phone element on Mirador, probably starting in the spring. And that will be loads of fun, because you don't really have a voice as such, not an electronic voice, and we intend to provide it. It'll be through television, it'll be through Mirador, but it will be a broadcasting and one that you can easily phone into and get on the air and chat to us. It sounds, all you've got to do is to plug something in. It's not like that at all. It's all very complicated and complex, and we will get the thing going in a short order, and then you can yell at us as much as we can yell at you. Okay, so what's my next move on Parkinson's? Well, I really am entering a phase where, first of all, I'm going to shave. I don't like beards much. It's all right, but I don't really want this beard. I only got it because my minders managed to run out of razor blades without telling me, and Clevedown, where I live, is charming, delightful, picturesque. You couldn't ask for a nicer place, but it's way out. It's down by the prison. There are no immediate stores and big shops. So getting razor blades was a problem. So I went in week after week after week, and my beard grew and grew and grew. So now I'm going to have to scrape it off. Oh my God, I'm not looking forward to that at all. And I've started to pay more attention to the detail of what I'm supposed to do, because I spent 15 weeks in hospital to learn how to look after myself at home. And I must say I've given the impression of not having learned a damn thing. So that's going to change. So we will very, very quickly start to eat properly, start to live properly, do proper exercises, and so on. And who knows, maybe I can demonstrate to you one day me running again. Oh, don't hold your breath. But stranger things have happened. And we're rejigging everything. This morning we should have had, apart from Harry, we should have had Abigail on, but she can't actually make herself available for a briefing until Friday, so it'll be next week. And Polly is got very important meetings because some of the big elderly organisations are merging, or at least forming alliances. So she's been busy with that, but hopefully she'll be around the week after next, and we shall have a jolly party. And we go through from March the 1st, unimpeded, uninterrupted. Our complement of ladies on this programme is we were 2, and I was despairing. People will start to accuse us of not having a proper balance. And now we've got 6. And I walk the corridors in terror, in worry and fear. And, oh, yeah. No, we've got some lovely ladies joining us, and who will teach you how to choose wines, how to look after your household bills, how to do certain drapery functions, and as well as looking after the news with Rosie and Melissa, who have been around, it would seem, for yonks. So there we go. That's it. I don't see Harry, but I'm pretty sure that we've got things right this morning. Everything seems to be in order, and all we can do is we can simply hang on and I hope that it is not Wicked Wednesday and that nobody turns up. I have to say that because of one reason or another, that our discipline, because media is a discipline, you've got to be very specific about how you treat it, and very fastidious in the way that you apply it. Otherwise, it simply doesn't work. And we've taken our eye off the ball a little bit, but I think that we're getting it back now, getting it back into shape, so that our operation, our product, starts to look super duper, without looking as if it's turned out by a processed food manufacturer. That I won't have. Anyway, let's hope that we've got Harry, and I'm looking at a little box which you can't see, in which he should appear. And perhaps I'll send him an invitation on top of this one, just to be on the safe side. Uh-huh. There they are. Well, just in case Harry comes on, I'm going to actually play it for him as a surprise. There you go, Harry. Whoops. There you go. This is the one I was trying to get rid of. There we go. Yeah, end stream. That means I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I'll be back with you in a couple